up, guys? Mr. Octagonal here from Octagonal Gaming. Now, I've gotten requests by some viewers for how to make ESPN scoreboards like this, like these types of scoreboards that I put at the end of some of my videos. It's pretty simple. All you gotta do is follow these steps, and then you should be good to go. Step 1: take a picture of a box score. Not too much explaining there. Just at the end of the game, take a picture of it, and then use this to get your stats off of, sort of. To get the logos you need, let's just look up the Minnesota Vikings logo as an example, because why the heck not? So we would have it load, then go into images, as that would load, and then we gotta click on a Vikings logo, and we have to make sure it's transparent, and then we save the image. For Charger series, or actually for all of them, but like, we have these things called word mark, which is like the logo and like the words. So what you gotta do is you gotta look up the team's word mark, just like that for Vikings, and you gotta save the picture just like the logo, pretty self-explanatory. For step 4, we gotta get everything on the Keynote. That's the app we're using, by the way. That's what I use for my thumbnails too. So Keynote, get Keynote. So you gotta get the Sports Center logo. We gotta trim it down just a little bit. We're gonna look at that for a little help. I did not go with like the final version of how I trimmed it. I just copied and pasted it from some of the other templates. So just pretty much do that. All you gotta do is double click it and then like move the little things around to change its size. Okay, so step 5, don't type in gray box, type in white square. Okay, so pretty much type in white square. We gotta save that square, and that's pretty much like what we're gonna use for like pretty much the base of the template. We also look up a red square. You know that little red line that goes down? Yeah, I don't want anything from Moscow, Russia. See that little red square there compared to that giant building? Just press that square and save image. So now we're back on Keynote, so we gotta get the gray box, or white, as you guys are gonna do. So we gotta have 3 of them below the Sports Center thing for the 3 things you're gonna write about whatever else is going on in sports, or sports in your channel. So we gotta do that a second time, and we gotta do that a third time. So remember white. I will copy and paste the white one in a second. And speaking of copy and pasting, if you want to do this for multiple series, all you gotta do with a template is just copy all the boxes and like paste it into a new slide, so you don't have to redo it. So now, after we have those 3, we gotta make it smaller, and we gotta have the big base, which is where like the stats are and stuff, and the word marks for both teams. So we have to do that double click thing, and then make it smaller or bigger. We gotta make it look like a rectangle. So we gotta put it around like right there. We gotta make it bigger, and we have to make sure like it fits the whole thing. It can overlap a little. That's not a big deal. So you can have a little black showing right there, just like that. All we gotta do is make that a little bigger. See? Just perfect. And then now we gotta get another gray box. And this is where like the score is gonna be, like the team name, the score, the logo, all that good stuff. So we gotta make a smaller, I guess, skinnier, shorter rectangle. I don't really know how to describe it. Kind of like that. And we gotta make it a little skinnier. And we gotta put it right there next to the Sports Center logo, just like that. Now with the red little boxes, we have to make them skinny, sort of like little skinny red rectangles. I'm certainly not skinny, just kidding. I eat a lot of fast food, but I'm still somewhat skinny. Anyway, so what we've got to do is we might gotta make a thin rectangle for that big one, and for the smaller one, we gotta make a smaller rectangle. The 2 rectangles don't need to be the same size. You can if you want. I mean, that's fine. You guys can do what you want. So right there, we gotta make it smaller so it does not overlap. I mean, you guys can overlap it if you want. This is just how I do it, of course. I want to make that one just a little bit skinny, just because why not? So what I did was I copy and pasted the white ones now. So what we gotta do is we gotta get the logos, and we gotta put them on. So we have a Vikings logo right here. We gotta put it on. We don't want it too big. And then I wanted to have them against the team, so I put my favorite team, the Lions. Vikings are gonna lose. Okay, so if it's not transparent, click on the image, then press the paintbrush, and then press Instant Alpha, and then go on like all the little white spots, like that. And then we gotta have the Lions logo, just like that. Gotta make it a little smaller so they don't overlap. I mean, you guys can overlap it. Once again, you guys can do what you want. So, gotta make it like that. So beautiful. Okay, so now we have to go get another image. Not an image, I'm just kidding. We have to get text boxes. for the team name and how many points they get. So let's put them where they're supposed to go. If I sound a little weird, I have a bit of a frog in my throat. Anyway, so we got to put it like that. Okay, and we got to do the same thing with the Lions one. And what we would do here is we type in Vikings. Normally, I would type in their record as well, but I just felt like typing in Vikings. So let's use their real life record. So if the Vikings are 8-2 in real life, we would add 8-2. And then with the Lions, we would write the Lions, and their record in real life is 6-4. It's going to be 7-4 after Thursday. I can guarantee you that Vikings going down. NFC North belongs to the Lions, and then we have to write the score. Normally, it'd be a number, but I'm not going to write a number because I'm going to protest. So we have trash and way better. But normally, you guys would just write a number for that. Like, let's say the Lions win 48-3. You'd put a 3 next to the Vikings, where I wrote trash, and 48 next to the Lions. Already, the final step, you put the word mark right below there, kind of like how I did. You need text boxes for the stats, as well as, like, the 3 stories. So I'm just going to write sub to me. And for those text boxes that below the word mark, that's where the stats will be. That's where step 1 comes in handy with the box scores. That's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions, make sure to tell me in the comments below. My throat is bothering me. I'm out. Peace.
Yo, hey, man! Come on!